Stuck in a stranglehold? In this video, I'm going to show you how to escape the #1 submission hold in the sport of MMA and no-gi Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, the rear naked choke. I'll be honest, the chances of escaping a fully locked on rear naked choke are slim.
If do right, you can defense.
But it's not impossible, especially if you use the 3 methods I'm about to show you. Your success will depend on your escaping skills and how early you defend the threat of submission. Stay to the end of the video and I'll give you an escape that 60% of the time it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
If you want to continue growing your martial arts skills in school, make sure you subscribe to this channel for daily BJJ, Muay Thai, and MMA videos.
Hey everyone, Professor Knock here. I'm going to give you 3 ways to escape the rear naked choke. Actually, I'll give you a 4th way at the end of the video. Okay. All right. I got one of our students here, Reggie. He actually did this technique in the last tournament, so we're going to go ahead and dedicate this to him. All right. Let's go ahead and just demonstrate the rear naked choke real quick, just so we can see. Boom, boom, and I'm going to tap. All right. Is we have to understand we're in like a back mounted position. This is the preferred way of working this choke. Actually, the rear naked choke is the #1 submission in MMA. Okay, because my weapons are facing away from me. All right. Now in the back mount, he's got his hooks in. All right. He might have a body triangle, but we're just gonna go with the hooks right now. All right. And he's got a seatbelt grip. Okay. In a seatbelt grip, he's got a strangle arm and a control arm. One underneath, one over. So like an overhook and an underhook, okay? It's the overhook hand that I gotta watch out for. This is the one that's gonna come and strangle me. Boom, right here. All right, so my first thing that I wanna do is a preventative kind of escape. I wouldn't say escape, it's more like prevention. As the person comes up to try to strangle me, boom, I wanna go ahead and make sure I control his strangle arm. So I get a good grip, and I cover the weakness. The weakness is always the index finger meets the thumb on the other side, and I have a good hold on the guy's hand, okay? If I have a good hold in the strangle hand, it's gonna be impossible for him to come, well, not impossible, but much harder for him to come strangle me, okay? So I want good control. So my first responsibility is gonna be controlling the strangle hand, keeping my chin tucked and my shoulders up. Anytime I have my chin up like this, you just go ahead and pop in the choke, boom. Okay, so I gotta make him work for it. Can't let him get there, all right? Okay, now the second thing I'm gonna do, see how he had to bring his hand across, all right? As he brings his hand across, I wanna go ahead and take my 5 fingers, I want to grab the natural handle of the hand, where I come in and I peel this off, and I come back to my first escape or my first preventative measure, which is controlling the strangle hand. All right, just like this. Comes across, boom, boom. So the third escape is a late escape. So I couldn't prevent it. I couldn't get my early escape, which is peeling off the hand off my shoulder and going back to my initial prevention. Okay, he's got a fully locked on choke. So he comes in. Now, in order for him to really cinch this choke, okay, he can do it one-handed, but a lot of times he's gonna take the back of his palm and get it to the back of my head. So what I wanna do is take both my hands. I try to keep my chin tucked. I reach for his hand. I peel it off, and then I disassemble the choke. Okay, so I'm back to my initial position, and I can now begin to work some type of escape. Okay, so once again, he comes in, boom, boom, I'm late, I reach up, I peel the hand off, and I disassemble the choke. Let's do it from the side so we can see. Okay, right from here, boom. I keep my chin tucked, he comes in, he hits the rear naked choke. Okay, 1, 2, now look, I reach behind. If he's trying to put even his head on top, so I gotta come in, I gotta get my hands behind in front of his head and behind his hand, and peel it off, boom, boom, okay? And that's how we're gonna escape. Now the 4th escape, Master Ken. Go ahead, hit me the rear naked choke. 4th escape is a double tap. 100% of the time, works every time, right? Or it should, okay? So there's your bonus escapes. There's 3 ways or 4 ways to escape the rear naked choke that you can use. Now in MMA, like the person has gloves on, so it actually makes it a little harder for him to initiate the choke, and also a little bit easier for me. Now I'm not allowed to grab the gloves in MMA, but I can still peel off the hands. And I just want to, you just want to make sure that you're aware of this, because it becomes a little bit harder in MMA. But in no-gi Jiu-Jitsu, there's a chance, and this man over here was able to pull it off, and maybe I'll try to stick in a little clip of that video for you.
Thanks for watching. Here's another video to help you grow your martial arts skills. If you like the content, please like, subscribe.